You are not lazy. You're not broken. And you're definitely not weak.
You wake up tired, not physically, but mentally. You open your eyes, and even before the day begins, your mind already feels heavy. You delay things you know matter, not because you don't care, but because everything feels harder than it should. Slowly, a dangerous thought appears. Maybe something is wrong with me. But what if laziness isn't the problem? What if it's exhaustion, the kind no one sees, the kind that doesn't show on the body, but quietly drains the mind? Laziness means you don't care, but you do care. That's exactly why it hurts. You think about what you should be doing. You replay tasks in your head. You imagine outcomes. You feel guilty for resting and anxious for not moving. Your mind never fully switches off. That's not laziness. That's mental exhaustion. Psychology calls this cognitive overload, when the brain stays in on mode for too long without emotional recovery. Mental exhaustion doesn't come from doing nothing. It comes from doing too much internally, from overthinking, from suppressing emotions, from constantly trying to stay strong, from carrying pressure silently. Your body might be sitting still, but your mind is always working. So eventually, your brain slows you down, not to punish you, but to protect you. Mental exhaustion doesn't scream, it whispers. You feel it when simple tasks feel heavy, when motivation disappears without explanation, when you feel numb instead of sad, when even rest doesn't feel refreshing anymore. You're not avoiding work. Your brain is asking for relief. Sleep helps the body, but mental exhaustion needs something deeper. It needs emotional release. It needs safety. It needs permission to stop performing. If you rest but keep judging yourself, replaying mistakes, and worrying about the future, rest becomes just another responsibility. And responsibility is what exhausted you in the first place. Healing doesn't begin when you force yourself harder. It begins when pressure stops. Stop asking, "Why am I so lazy?" Start asking, "What have I been carrying for too long without letting go?" Your energy didn't disappear. It was spent surviving, thinking, holding things together, protecting yourself. You don't need more discipline. You don't need harsher routines. You need understanding. Because when exhaustion lifts, motivation doesn't need to be forced. It returns quietly, naturally, when the mind finally feels safe again.